Right. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog coming at ya on my main channel. Yeah, a rare college football stream on the main channel. What's going on, Clayton? I usually do these kind of streams late at night when most people are sleeping, but I wanted to get this out of the way now. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's bowl season. Mm-hmm. Arguably one of my favorite times on the like top 5 on the sports calendar, right? Overall, you got, of course, I'd say playoffs in any sport, top tier, without a doubt. Trade deadline, of course. I'd say draft is up there. And of course, you have Bowl Mania. And probably the fifth thing is opening weekend, just in general. But yeah, we got Bowl Mania picks for you guys every single game. And for those who are curious, I will be streaming a couple bowl games this year. If I had to put an exact number, probably say around a dozen games, maybe, give or take a few. Of course, I'll be streaming the Final Four, and I'm probably going to be streaming the national championship, most likely, depending on the matchup. Like if we get Texas versus Bama Part 2, oh yeah. Oh yeah. If we get Washington versus the team up north, that's a Big Ten preview. You know I gotta stream that. Honestly, there's no combination that I wouldn't stream, probably. I'm probably gonna wind up streaming it regardless. For sure. But yeah, we're gonna start off with the lower tier games, and then we're gonna get to the top tier games by the end of it. The New Year's Six, the games that are in late December. And I'm sure you guys are also curious, am I gonna stream Ohio State? Yeah. And of course, for those teams in the Final Four, this is their goal right here, right behind me. That beautiful trophy. Ohio State has one of them. We won the first one ever. We just keep derping. Otherwise, we probably would have had another two. I'm not saying we would have had two. We would have had another two. But we keep getting in our own way. Not to mention, you have a wannabe just for men hair model as your coach. And this team is being awfully unserious on the recruiting trail as of late. But I guess that's just the way recruiting is going to be now. Just got to get used to it. So, anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the picks. So, as you can see, we're starting off with Ohio versus Georgia Southern in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. This is the first game of bowl season, 11 a.m. 9-3 Ohio Bobcats, 6-6 Georgia Southern Eagles. And also, for those curious, I will go through the stats of the teams of the bowl games that I'll be streaming. So, Ohio versus Georgia Southern. I'll admit, I've never seen these two teams play because they either play at the same time as Ohio State or Ohio, they play during the week because Maction is awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna most likely just roll with the majority on a lot of these. Ohio, I gotta go with my the team, the squads from my state for the most part. And then yeah, I'm gonna go Ohio. Next, we got the Celebration Bowl. We got Howard Bison and Florida A&M. I think that's what, MEAC versus SWAC, if I'm not mistaken. Florida A&M 11-1. And I'm sure a lot of you are curious, what happened to Jackson State? Because I'm sure there are a lot of Deion fanboys out there wondering about that. Where's Jackson State at? Well, they had a little bit of a drop off. Yeah, Dion left, and they had a little bit of a drop off. They were still good, but they weren't top tier. Florida A&M took over that conference this year. They're 11-1, facing Howard, who is 6-5. I'm gonna go with the Sweat, baby. Who is Sweat, baby? They are Sweat, baby. That was a whole thing last year. But yeah, give me the A&M Rattlers to get the dub. All right, next we got the New Orleans Bowl, Jacksonville State, the Gamecocks. And yeah, there are two teams in FBS football with Gamecocks as their mascot. Gamecock, which means if we ever got a South Carolina Jacksonville State matchup, cockfight! Yeah! Fight! Even though they're actually illegal in reality, but this one would be the only legal cockfight ever. And they're facing Louisiana, 6-6 versus 8-4. I like Jacksonville State. I'm going to go with that. They've been playing really good ball this year. I've watched a little bit of their stuff. Yeah, they're good. They're good. I'm going to go Jacksonville State. I believe. I'm actually curious. Jacksonville State. Where are they from? Because some people might think, are they from Florida? So I'm trying to think. Are they actually from Florida or not? Alabama. Yeah, there's the Jacksonville, Alabama. Yeah, okay. I was just curious. I thought, wait, from Florida, are they? No. If they were, they'd be one of the best teams in the state. Yeah, Jacksonville State over Louisiana. Just got demonetized. This thing wasn't demonetized anyway. Sorry, saying cack isn't. I'm talking about game cack. You don't get demonetized for saying cack. People say it all the time on this damn freaking platform. It's not racial or anything. Besides, I'm talking about a damn chicken. Get your out of the gutter, you freaking freak. All right, enough of that. Let's move on to the next one. We got the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. Kind of funny how Miami, Ohio is the best Miami out there, right? Yeah. Yep. Miami, Ohio, 11-2. Appalachian State, 8-5. Miami, Ohio, I believe, actually won the MAC too. They beat Toledo. Yeah, so good stuff. And again, I got to go with my Ohio teams. I'm gonna go with Miami, Ohio. On some occasions, I will pick the underdog, but yeah, I got to go with my Ohio teams, Miami, Ohio. So there you go. App State's really good. Don't get me wrong, but I think Miami, Ohio, gonna get the job done. And then we got Fresno State and New Mexico State. I believe New Mexico State beat Auburn. Pretty impressive, which is cool because Auburn, obviously SEC team, but they're kind of like on the second tier of SEC teams. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually go. Ooh man. Ooh, Fresno though. Fresno's been really good at times. I'm gonna go with the team that beat Auburn. Give me New Mexico State. Now we got Boise State, who has a new coach, and UCLA, who thought they were gonna fire Chip Kelly. There was this whole thing talking about they were gonna fire Chip Kelly, and never happened. Nope. Like I looked on a recruiting site. I think was it heading into the last week of the season. It was before that. I think it was when they faced USC. There was a report saying, "Oh yeah, they're gonna fire Chip Kelly." No, it's like where'd you get that from? They're not firing him. they're actually pretty good. They have his system down, and he's got his players in there. They're actually not completely ass for the most part, and they're going in the Big Ten. That'll be fun. But they're facing Boise State. Oh boy, do I go with the future Big Ten team or do I go with Boise State, who has been playing decent as of late now? I'm going to go UCLA. Yeah. And we got Cal versus Texas Tech in the Independence Bowl. By the way, that game, Boise and UCLA, is the LA Bowl. Well, the LA, hosted by Gronk. And then Fresno State and New Mexico State in the New Mexico Bowl. The Avocados from Mexico, Cure Bowl. Miami, Ohio, App State. Okay, just wanted to go through the bowl games real quick. In the LA Bowl, I gotta go with UCLA. Yeah. Well, I think Boise State could easily win this game. So you know what? Something tells me Boise State gonna get that dub. Give me the underdog. Yeah. I think Boise State gonna shock them. No wonder UCLA just destroys them because I say this. I picked Boise, so now watch UCLA destroy Boise. I got a hunch Boise gonna win, but we'll see though. And then we got Texas Tech and Cal. I mean, the majority's picking Texas Tech. This is in the Independence Bowl. Yeah, I'm gonna go Texas Tech. Yeah. Sometimes I'm mainly gonna ride with the majority. All right, guys. So here we go. Monday, the 18th at 2:30. This is the first bowl game that I will be streaming. Old Dominion versus Western Kentucky. All right. We lit like that, huh? Good stuff. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to go through the stats of the teams in the bowl game that I'll be streaming. This was the first one. So, we go to the schedule. So, I'm doing this now because this is probably going to be like an hour-long live stream. All right. So, let's go right here. Here we are, right here. All right. Yeah. Just look at Rocha. Exactly, right? Ash, just look at Rocha. Dude says yuck almost every few streams and nothing happens. Swears and they're over there just raking the dough. If anything, Rocha swearing makes them more money. I got crap in my nose. Rocha. Damn it, Rocha, you made me sneeze. You made me get boogers in my nose. Oh, Rocha. Oh, man, dude's hilarious. Gotta give him credit, man. See a lot of people trash talking Rocha, on that channel over there on the Sports Fury. A lot of people hate the fact that he's still there. Because, a lot of people saw him show up and they heard, oh yeah, Sean's only going to be gone for a little bit. And they're like, okay, fine, we'll tolerate Rocha. And then Sean comes back and they're like, okay, Rocha, you can go now. Bye-bye. It's like, yo, he didn't have to leave. Besides, that energy is even better with him there. And the energy was already top tier with Sean and Rocha. I mean, Sean and Josh. Now you got Rocha's bozo ass over there. It kind of adds the comedic entrant in there, I mean, they could just pick on Rocha the entire stream. That's enough Rocha slander and, Rocha abuse. But anyways, yeah, Western Kentucky has won 3 of their last 5, and Old Dominion, they've kind of fallen on some harder times. They've won 2 of their last 5. A leading passer for each team. Of course, we all know Austin Reed for the Hilltoppers. We faced him and we destroyed them. Reed, 289 and 470, 3,340 yards, 31 touchdowns, 11 picks. And Wilson leads the way for the Monarchs. 165 of 290, 2,026 yards, 16 touchdowns, 7 picks. On the ground, Young for the Hilltoppers, 96 carries, 460 yards, 3 touchdowns. And then Callaway for the Monarchs, 78 carries, 594 yards, 4 touchdowns. Through the air, of course, Malachi Corley cooking over there, 75 receptions, damn near 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns. And then Murphy for the Monarchs, 27 receptions, 495 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with Western Kentucky here. I've seen them play. I've called their game against Ohio State. Solid-ass team. Very good team. I think they're going to take down Old Dominion rather easily, low-key. So, yeah, give me Western Kentucky to get the dub. All right, now we got Marshall versus Texas San Antonio. This is in the Frisco Bowl. The Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl, I should say. By the way, Old Dominion and Western Kentucky, they're in the famous Toastery Bowl. All right. Interesting. Yeah. The famous Toastery Bowl. Awesome. All right, so Marshall versus Texas San Antonio. Seems like the majority are going Texas San Antonio. UTSA has always had a really good team since they joined D1 FBS. Man, Marshall's been solid too. But I'm probably going to go with Texas San Antonio. Yeah. Next we got the Boca Raton Bowl. Syracuse and South Florida. Both teams at 6-6. Syracuse, they've gone through a surge on the recruiting trail since they hired Fran Brown from Georgia. I mean, God, it's like I never heard their names mentioned this much in recruiting before ever. And now it's like they're getting visits from legit 5-stars. It's like, bro, they're like Colorado. For real. They got the Colorado energy going right now, except they didn't have cameras following their every move. Pretty much. That's the thing. But yeah, I actually go with Syracuse here. Yeah. I know a lot of people are, picking Syracuse. And like I said, I'm probably going to go with the majority for most of these because I haven't seen a lot of these teams play. It's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not going to be able to, I can't watch hundreds and hundreds of college football teams at the same time, all throughout the year. I mainly focus on Ohio State and Big Ten and really FBS because a lot of these teams play on ESPN Plus and stuff. Not to mention a lot of them play at the same time as the Buckeyes. So, yeah. I only have one TV. Can't watch every game at the same time. That'd be cool though, but that'd be a lot of work. But yeah, I'm going to go Syracuse. Next, we have the Gasparilla Bowl. And this is another game I'm probably going to wind up streaming. UCF versus Georgia Tech. So with that being said, let's flip on over to the Gasparilla Bowl. Okay, let's see if I can find it. It's on the 22nd. The only game of the day, 6:30 p.m. on ESPN. Georgia Tech, Haynes King. I think UCF has John Reese Plumlee, I'm pretty sure. Ohio, Florida, UTSA, A&M. Wow. Okay. Dang. All right. So Haynes King for the Yellow Jackets. 219 of 354, 2,755 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, 15 picks. And then John Reese Plumlee, like I figured, for UCF, 145 of 227, 2,073 yards, 13 touchdowns, 8 picks. And then on the ground, you have Haynes for the Yellow Jackets, 156 carries, 931 yards, 7 touchdowns. Harvey for the Knights, 211 carries, 1,296 yards, 16 touchdowns. Damn! And then Singleton through the air, 47 receptions, 706 yards, 6 touchdowns. And then Baker for the Knights, 43 receptions, 966 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Georgia Tech and UCF both come in at 6-6. Of course, first year of UCF in the Big 12 with Gus Malzahn as their coach, playing at the Bounce House. This game is, I believe, in Tampa, so it's not that far of a drive from either team. I expect a rather gold crowd because, both teams have gold in their colors. It should be an interesting game. It really should be. Georgia Tech, last year they were ass. This year they're mid. But I'm probably going to go with, I don't even know who to roll with. Go with the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets here. Yeah. I'm going to go Georgia Tech. Next, we got a battle of red teams. In the Camellia Bowl, we have Northern Illinois, 6-6. Arkansas State, 6-6. This comes on Saturday at noon. Just a few days before Christmas. And there's a chance I'm probably going to be streaming one of these games on this day here. But yeah, Arkansas State, they've been solid. Northern Illinois, of course, they're always really good in the MAC. I'm actually going to go with the MAC team. Yeah, I'm going to go Northern Illinois. The Huskies. Next, we got the 76 Birmingham Bowl, featuring 11-2 Troy and 7-5 Duke, who just hired a new coach. And they just lost Riley Leonard to the portal. And I don't know what their backup has to offer over there in Duke, but I'm going to go Troy. Yeah, I'm going to go Troy. Now we got Air Force versus James Madison. And I'm going to be honest with you, I might stream this game. I might stream it. So again, Air Force versus James Madison. James Madison's only been in FBS, I think, this is their second year. And they're actually banned from their conference championship. I think next year their ban goes away. I'm pretty certain. Too sure though, but we'll see. So you also got James Madison and Air Force. All right, so McLeod for James Madison. This one I remember their guy hitting a portal, but I'm not exactly sure. 261 of 379, 3,400 yards, 32 touchdowns, 9 picks. Larrier for Air Force, 37 of 62, 744 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Bro, they barely throw the ball. It's insane. Wow. Classic military academy. Black for the Dukes on the ground. 131 carries, 594 yards, 1 touchdown. Their leading rusher has 1 touchdown the entire year. This is going to be one of those games, right? We're going to have a team that airs it out versus a team that kind of just goes on the ground, right? But yeah, James Madison actually lost their coach, so that'll be interesting. I think he went to Indiana. That's right, because then he comes out and says, Ohio State sucks. I'm like, oh, dude, you're new to the Big Ten. Why are you coming out here talking to us like that, huh? We freaking kicked your team's butt like every year we face each other. Come on now. Let's have some respect, dude. What are you doing, man? Damn. But yeah, Michelle for the Falcons. 169 carries, 747 yards, 747. It's an airplane joke. Get it? Air Force, 747. Yeah, 9 touchdowns. And then through the air, Surratt, 74 receptions, 1,076 yards, 8 touchdowns. And then Rasmus, 11 receptions, 332 yards, and 2 touchdowns. See what I mean? They don't throw the ball. This game is going to be like super fast because they don't throw it. They do not throw the ball. And it's funny because you look at their last 5 games, they're exact polar opposites. James Madison is 4-1. Their one loss was in overtime to Appalachian State. Meanwhile, Air Force, they're 1-4, and their one win came all the way back in October 28th. So by the time this game happens, it would almost be 2 full months without a W. Damn. That's tough. But yeah, they beat Colorado State on the road at Fort Collins in Colorado, 30-13. Damn, that's crazy. But I'm probably gonna wind up streaming this game because I'm a freaking lunatic and I love it. Yeah. Freaking 3:30 on 2 days before Christmas. So in this game, I'm gonna go James Madison. Yeah, I'm gonna go James Madison. Next, we have Georgia State and Utah State. Both teams coming at 6-6. Seems the majority are picking Utah State, and I will do that. I would do the same. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to follow the majority in a lot of these because I just don't watch them play much, if at all. Toronto also announces Ryan Reeves. Oh, that's from earlier. Never mind. Yeah, Columbus played Toronto last night. I don't know why I'm getting that notification now. But I'm going to go Utah State. Eastern Michigan versus South Alabama. Again, both teams coming in with the same record. This is in the Ventures Bowl. Utah State and Georgia State in the Idaho Potato Bowl. Interesting. And then, of course, the Armed Forces Bowl has Air Force and James Madison. I'm going to go South Alabama. Yeah. Yeah. Next, we got the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl featuring Northwestern, who won 1 game last year, and it wasn't even in the United States. Well, this year, of course, so they had the whole ding-a-ling car wash, that whole thing going on with their coach and, allowing players to just haze other players with no penalty or anything. Like the coach didn't even he didn't know, but he knew. It's one of those weird situations. But yeah, they fired Fitzgerald and they actually had a better season than they did with him. That's tough. And they're facing Utah. I don't know if Cam Rising's playing. I don't think he is. And I think their other quarterbacks all transferred. That's just going to be weird. But I'm going to go, I'm going to probably go with Utah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go Utah. Line is expected to be sidelined 6 weeks. Damn it. Why does Line always get hurt? And why is it always his shoulder? No, man. This team's full of freaking people on the IR. God. I'm more pissed because it's freaking fantasy. He was cooking too, man. I think he just scored a game or 2 prior and gets hurt. And it's always a Canadian team. Ay, yay. First it was Calgary and that loser Anderson freaking checks him out of nowhere, cheap shots him. Now, freaking Toronto. Of course. All right, enough raging about hockey because I know you don't care. Next, we got the Easy Point Hawaii Bowl. Coastal Carolina 7-5. They lost their quarterback, and they actually got one back too. Who did they get for their new quarterback anyway? Yeah, they got was it Kim? I think Noah Kim. Obviously, he won't play in this game. But yeah, I know Grayson McCall. He actually transferred out. And then San Jose State 7-5. So 2 7-5 teams facing off. In fact, I'm just curious. I'm gonna check the transfer portal quarterbacks because I'm pretty sure McCall already chose his new spot. Freaking line is always hurt. God, pisses me off. It's pissing me off, man. I'm mainly mad because of fantasy, because he was cooking too. Robbie Ashford. Oh, look, another quarterback for Ryan Day to not look at. Nah, we're not going to look at him. We're going to roll into the season with what we already have. And honestly, I'm fine with that. Right? Just don't let it backfire. Evan, Lincoln, whoever, y'all better take the bull by the horns and take this freaking job and never let it go. All right, so just checking the thing here. And there's been a ton of players entering the portal. A lot of. It's crazy. Drake Metcalf. Oh, wow. Okay. Mom's cousin's son transferred to Georgia Tech. Cool. Well, I think it was one of my mom's friends. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Have to tell her when she gets home. Giggity. All right, so quarterbacks. Oh yeah, Malik Murphy. Yeah, Larry Robinson. 3-star. Ugh. All right, so Curtis Rourke. Oh yeah, he entered the portal. He's going to Indiana now. That's right. That's from earlier. Ah man. Tyler Baker, Mason Garcia, MJ Morse to Maryland. Oh yeah, Grayson McCall. He went to NC State. Okay. Yeah, he transferred out. He went to NC State. And then they got Noah Kim going to Coastal Carolina now. Okay. I figured it was something like that. All right. So yeah, in this game, I'm gonna actually go with. So I don't know what they have behind Grayson McCall over there at Coastal Carolina. I'm actually gonna go San Jose State. Yeah. I don't know what their quarterback will do over at Coastal Carolina because I mean I don't even know who their quarterback is other than Grayson. He's been there so long. It's at 10:30 p.m. that night. Now, in terms of games that I'm probably going to stream, I might do Utah Northwestern. I might. Not locked in for sure yet. And then Tuesday at 2 o'clock, we got Bowling Green and Minnesota. 5-7 Gophers and the 7-5 Falcons. They only allow 5-7 teams if they don't have enough 6-win teams. And I'm guessing it's mainly because they couldn't. Oh, there you go. How about that, huh? The Chargers fired Brandon Staley and Tom Telesco. There you go. Breaking news in the NFL. Telesco and no, they fired their GM. Oh, you got to fire the GM if you're going to fire the coach. Noah Posick tonight or today in practice. By the way, little side note. I saw the Bulls tried to finesse us and trade Zach LaVine for Darius Garland. If that would have happened, I would have thrown something most likely because it's like, bro, you don't trade that. What the heck's Isaiah freaking on here talking trash about Kansas City? Crazy how the Kansas City making more moves than your team. It's like, who's Blood talking about? That's tough. Oh, Jordan Elliott's back to practice, so that's good. But yeah, we saw that coming. There's no way. Damn, the Michael Waka to Kansas City. Oh, I see they're done being ass now. Yeah, they're done being ass. So we'll see how they do this year. Meanwhile, the Guardians got Jaime Barria and Ben Lively. Yeah, ridiculous, right? Oh man, but I'm gonna go in this game. I'm gonna go Bowling Green. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go Bowling Green for this one. Next, we have that's in the Quick Lane Bowl. Next is the First Responder Bowl, Tuesday at 5:30, Texas State and Rice. And yeah, I'm probably gonna go with Texas State. UNLV versus Kansas. Kansas has looked good. Jalen Daniels, no relation to Jaden over at LSU. He's been solid this year, but their backups have looked good too. UNLV 9-4. I'm gonna probably roll with the Big 12 team. Give me Kansas. It's in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Next, we have 11-2 Tulane against 6-6 Virginia Tech in the Military Bowl. And yeah, I'm gonna go Tulane. Now we're heading into the post-Christmas games here. West Virginia versus North Carolina in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Again, Drake May going pro. West Virginia actually looked really good, 8-4 this year. Pretty solid team. I'm actually going to go with the upset. I'm going to go West Virginia because Drake May is gone. And I don't know who their quarterback up is over there at North Carolina. I don't know how good he is, so I'm going to go with West Virginia. Next, we got the DirecTV Holiday Bowl, USC versus Louisville. Again, no Caleb Williams, but yeah, I'm going to go Louisville. Yeah, give me Louisville over USC because I don't know who their backup is, and I don't even know how good he is again. They were already kind of ass too, so it's like whatever. Give me Louisville. Give me the ACC runner-up. Next, we have the OK State Cowboys and the A&M Aggies. Aggies got a new coach from Duke. Oklahoma State still got Gundy over there. We saw them get their butts beat in by Texas in the Big 12 title game. And I'm going to go OK State. I think Ollie Gordon and company are going to go out there and they're going to cook big time. 9 o'clock on Wednesday the 27th. And then to begin the day on Thursday the 28th, Boston College SMU. SMU 11-2. Boston College 6-6. That by the way, the OK State and A&M in the Texas Bowl. And then we have the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. SMU Boston College. I'm going to go SMU. Number 24 ranked too, by the way. Next we have the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. Rutgers versus Miami. The bag people versus Rutgers. Yeah. Money bag people over there at Miami. Just throwing money at everybody. God, I mean, I'm seeing them on the recruiting trail. They are going nuts. Now, I'm probably going to stream that game. Yeah. It's the 28th, though. That'll be, I think, right before the Browns play. So I might stream it. You know, do a little double header, huh? Might do that, actually. But we'll see for sure. Miami versus Rutgers. I'm going to go Rutgers. I can't trust Miami. No, I don't trust them. That's in the Pinstripe Bowl. That's at a Yankee Stadium, I'm pretty sure. Next, we have the Pop-Tarts Bowl. NC State, who just got a new quarterback, of course. I think Grayson McCall. And Kansas State, who lost their starting quarterback to the portal, although he might be going pro, Will Howard. So they're going to have the youngster Avery Johnson, I believe is his name. He'll be out there. And it's actually a 50-50 game in terms of who's picking them. I think it could go either way. I'm actually going to go Kansas State. Yeah. Give me Kansas State. Next, we have the Alamo Bowl. Again, another team lost their quarterback in the portal. It'll be Jackson Arnold for Oklahoma against Arizona. And I'm going to go Oklahoma against Arizona in the Alamo Bowl, by the way. Yep. Next, we have Kentucky versus Clemson. And this is in the Gator Bowl at noon on the 29th. I'm going to roll with Kentucky. Then we have the Sun Bowl, Oregon State and Notre Dame. two teams that lost their quarterbacks to the portal. It'll be was it Angeli for Notre Dame, and I don't know who's starting for Oregon State because DJ Uiagalelei is in the portal. Hasn't found his new home yet though. I'm sure he'll find a new home soon. I think he's like looking at Florida State mainly. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm gonna go Notre Dame. Yeah, I'm gonna go Notre Dame. Next we have Iowa State and Memphis, 3:30 in the Liberty Bowl. Hmm. Yeah, I'm actually gonna probably roll with the heavy favorite here. I'm gonna go probably Memphis. Yep. And then, of course, to wrap up the night, I will be streaming this game Friday the 29th. Ohio State, Missouri. Missouri! And early on, people were like, yeah, Ohio State, they're going to lose a lot of people. Nobody going to play. Well, a couple days later, word got out that pretty much everyone's going to play. So I got to pick Ohio State. Now again, comparing the two teams, Brady Cook for the Tigers, 233 or 351, 3,189 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 picks. Cal McCord, who of course entered the portal. So it'll be Devin Brown, I believe, at quarterback for the Buckeyes. 229 of 348, 3,170 yards, 24 touchdowns, 6 picks. And it's crazy because there was a couple multi-interception games in there. Yeah. Pretty good job of taking care of the ball, but not like what we were used to, for sure. Schrader on the ground, 247 carries, 1,489 yards, 13 touchdowns. And then Trevion Henderson, who is, as of right now, playing in the game. I don't know if he'll play or not. Sounds like he might be playing, but we'll see. 137 carries, 854 yards, 11 touchdowns. And then through the air, of course, Luther Burden, 83 receptions, 1,197 yards, 8 touchdowns. And then Marvin Harrison Jr., who, again, hasn't made his choice if he's going to play or not. 67 receptions, 1,211 yards, 14 touchdowns. Both teams are 4-1 in the last 5. So, should be fun. Should be a lot of fun here. I'm excited. All right, so obviously I'm going to go Buckeyes. And then we got Saturday the 30th at noon, Penn State Ole Miss in the Peach Bowl. This should be a good one too. Aller versus, who's it, Jackson Dart? I mean, both teams are really good. Lane Kiffin versus Franklin. Ooh, this should be a good one. If this game was later, I might stream it. But I'm probably gonna go with I'm gonna go Ole Miss. Yeah. I'm gonna go Ole Miss to pull it off. And then we got another Big Ten SEC game here in the Music City Bowl. Auburn versus Maryland. Talia Tagovailoa, I believe, will be starting for Maryland. Haven't heard yet, for sure. And then Auburn, just heard that one of their quarterbacks entered the portal. So they got another guy I think who can handle it. I'm gonna go Maryland in the Music City Bowl. Yeah. And then we get to the final game before we get to the big games. We have Florida State and the Georgia Bulldogs. I believe a Georgia player, was it Georgia? Who was it? I think it was a Georgia player. He said that this was the Maddest F Bowl. It's like, well, that's true. Both teams are pissed off because they missed the freaking bowl game. They missed the big dance. So, not to mention Florida State's undefeated. There was actually talk of Florida State possibly boycotting this game, but Carson Beck for the Bulldogs against, I think it'll be the backup, the number 2 guy for the Seminoles because Jordan Travis messed his ankle up. So I'm going to go Georgia. Give me the Bulldogs to bounce back and get a dub to end their season. In the Arizona Bowl, 4:30 on Saturday, the 30th, Wyoming and Toledo. Toledo's quarterback entered the portal. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the MAC. I'm actually gonna go with Toledo. Yeah. And then we got New Year's Day. At noon, Wisconsin LSU in the Relia Quest Bowl. By the way, the Toledo Wyoming game, that's the Arizona Bowl, sponsored by Barstool Sports. Yay. I'm going to go LSU. Yeah. Give me LSU in the Relia Quest Bowl over Wisconsin. Seems like the overwhelming majority agree with me. It's at noon. At 1, Oregon versus Liberty. Ooh, undefeated versus 11-2. In the Fiesta Bowl at 1 o'clock. Ooh. Oregon. Yep. Give me Oregon. Next week, oh my God. 8-4 Tennessee and 10-3 Iowa. Yeah, Tennessee. That's in the Citrus Bowl because simply Iowa does not believe in offense. So, yeah, give me Tennessee. And then we get to the big games. 5 o'clock on January 1st. Team up north, Alabama. You know who I'm going with. Roll Tide, baby. And then Washington and Texas. Another matchup of undefeated versus 12-1. We've already seen Texas on stream. They went out there and cooked Oklahoma State. But man, Penix is that dude. This is going to be a tough one to pick. It's close, too. This is in the Sugar Bowl. Man, who do I go with? Oh, I want to see Ewers versus Milrow. Penix versus Milrow would be even more of a banger. Man, I'm going to go Texas. And then in the national championship, I'm going to go with Alabama. Yeah. And then the score, how many points total? I think it'll be a high scoring ass game. I'll say 56 points. And there we go. Submit. There we go. All right. Are created. So there you have it, guys. Those are my picks. And like I said, I'll probably be streaming a couple games. It'll probably change as we get closer. But right now, I know one game I am streaming. I've already made the thumbnail for it. Western Kentucky versus Old Dominion. I will be live for that game. Hope to see you there. What's up, Jared? Sorry about your Cavs losing to the Celtics. No, the Celtics are a damn good squad. We didn't have Evan Mobley. We were kind of limited in that stuff, but that's tough. CBJ measuring Macklin Celebrini's custom locker for next season. Damn, that's tough. But yeah. Yeah, we're to the tank. Yeah, whatever. But that's gonna wrap it up, guys. And I will see you all Sunday. Yep, I'll be seeing you guys Sunday for the Bears and the Browns. And hopefully we could get to 9-5 and secure a winning season for the 4th time since the team came back and the 2nd time in Kevin Stefanski's tenure. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog, and I will see you Sunday. Go Browns, go Buckeyes, go Blue Jackets, go Crew, go Cavs, Guardians. Yeah, you get the idea. Crazy Dog.